For most successful artists, their personality is the art. And their paintings are shit. And you've probably seen this online already. Artists with less quality art but are performing very, very well. They are selling art regularly. They have some kind of social media reach, yet you are making better art. Now, as a result of that, you're feeling bad. And you're wondering what are they doing? How are they finding collectors? How are they then selling art to those collectors? And that's what this video is about. In this video, we will be explaining you how to find collectors so you can then sell art to them. But first things first, let's get out some myths. Because a lot of artists believe particular things about collectors and about the art world. And those beliefs are simply wrong. And with those beliefs, you cannot really do anything in the art world anyway. So let's get them out first. The first belief that I see a lot is that collectors buy a lot of artworks, that they kind of buy everything, that they are searching for a variety of artworks so that they can put their eggs in multiple baskets. And then when some art movements grow and become really big, then they have some kind of equity in that art movement by buying those works. And so if you are an artist in that scenario, that is one of the best in their niche, then when you connect with collectors, you have a very high likelihood that they will buy your art because you're one of the best of the niche. Now, this is a complete made up thing. This is complete BS. In that scenario, the likelihood of you selling art to those collectors is nearly zero. Why? Because those collectors don't exist. Those collectors don't exist. Collectors are market mavens that have a particular taste that is very, very specific. They have a vision about the art world right now and about what art and beauty should be in the future. And they collect in line of that vision. They only collect in line of that vision. And so the notion that when you can connect with collectors, you can sell to them is just BS. You have to connect with the right type of collectors. Collectors that are completely in line with your work, with your vision, with your type of art. Now, the second myth is that if you have a list of collectors that are completely in line with your work, in line with your vision. By the way, that is something that you will have after this video. I will give you a method to get that for free. But if you have that you will magically start selling art, because then you will connect with them, you will do some prospecting, and some of them with let's say you have a very low conversion rate of 1%, then you still sell one work, and then it's just a matter of work. Now, this is also a myth, because in reality, prospecting is first of all very, very hard. What are you gonna say? Most artists will probably say something like, hey, I love the artwork that you show on your Instagram page. If you want, you can check out my Instagram page. Or if you want, you can check out my website. Hey, I have an opening coming 1 month from now. If you want, you can come. I give you a ticket, whatever. Or a gallery, you say, like, I just moved in this place, I'm opening a gallery, and I would love to connect with some local collectors. If you want, you can come over. Stuff like that. I mean, those things are not gonna work. Like, if that's your opening line, there's no value in it, and it's 100% oriented towards you and your problems, then almost none of them will even reply. And so you have to be very good at prospecting in order to get something out of a list of collectors. If you look at sales teams, for example, you see 3 types of salespeople: prospectors, salespeople, and people who nurture the contacts after the sale is already made to prepare them for the next sale. And so those are strong sales teams. The chances that you, as an artist who is already less business savvy than the average business person, happens to be very good at prospecting, that personality type, and good at sales combined into one personality type, that's very unlikely. Salespeople who have 2 of those 3 things and are very strong at that, or all 3 combined, are very, very rare. And so even if you have that list, which you will have after watching this video, then you still need the right prospecting skills, which is just something I cannot explain in 10 minutes. I will give you some prospecting rules and some prospecting tips that you can use to have some success, but it's not going to transform you into an amazing salesperson. That's going slightly beyond the scope of this video, really. So let's dive into the how to find art collectors part of this video. And there are many ways, as you probably know or can assume. This is the Instagram way. Why? Because a lot of you are on Instagram, and Instagram is kind of a thing right now. So let's do that one. So first things first, what you want to do is find galleries that have Instagram profiles, Instagram pages that are in line with your work. Hopefully you already did that. If you didn't do that, then it's very simple. You just go on Instagram and you search for, or you go on Google and you search for galleries, first of all, in your neighborhood, in the cities that are very close by, and you look at what art they are representing. If they represent art that is very similar to yours, then that's a good gallery. And then you check out if they have an Instagram page. And so you do that first with the sections close by to you, and then with cities that are further and further away. Try to stick to art cities: London, New York, Paris, Berlin, etc., etc., etc. Don't go for some random city that has no real art scene. And then you will quickly have a collection of galleries that are in line with your work. Now, if you have that, you go on Instagram, then you can click on the people that are following that gallery. You can also click on the people that the gallery is following. Now, this gallery is following the people that they're following for a reason. Oftentimes to reciprocate, oftentimes to connect with, oftentimes to show appreciation for those people, oftentimes to see what they're up to, oftentimes to understand their customers, understand the collectors that are connected to that gallery. And so what you want to do is you want to click on the following, the people that the gallery is following, and then scan for collectors or scan for art insiders, or like a lot of the people there will have some kind of impact in the art scene that art gallery is operating in. And so connecting with all those people is basically kind of a good idea, but that's a little bit too much and is not good use of your time. So you scan for collectors. There will be a lot of them. And then what you want to do is the opposite of the examples that I gave in the beginning of this video, asking to watch your art, asking anything. What you want to do is going as far away as possible from trying to get stuff from them, trying to get money from them, or get attention from them, or anything that is egocentric and is oriented towards benefiting yourself. Don't want to do that, because then you will fail. I can guarantee that type of prospecting way, you will dramatically fail and waste your time. And so you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to provide value. You want to provide value to those collectors. And a good way to start, I said that it would be very time consuming. A good way to start is by following those collectors. And then liking their post, actually reading what they have to say, actually trying to understand what their perspective is on art, what their mindset is, commenting on their posts. Now, by the way, if you are actually consuming their content, not just liking, but consuming it, then, and you post, you're very likely to end up on their discovery page on Instagram. The algorithm of Instagram knows that there's some kind of thing going on between those two profiles, and so you will end up ending up there. You will end up ending up there. Cool. You know, and so this is a very good approach, very time consuming, and this is already some form of value giving, because those collectors, when they're making an Instagram post, obviously they want to have likes, they want to have engagement, because then they can reach more people, and then they can look more fancy or whatever they're desiring. Everybody wants to have some kind of fame, and so this is already some kind of value providing type of thing to do. Now you can go further than that. You can also eventually, when there's some mutual connection going on, when they like your stuff back or they write a comment or whatever, you could offer stuff. Not egocentric stuff, but stuff that is oriented towards bringing value to them. For example, if you see that there's a pretty young collector going on, and a collector that is not, that is very recently starting to collect, then those collectors will oftentimes need information, need quality advice, sometimes about art, sometimes about stupid things that you think are very stupid and basic, but for somebody who never made art themselves, it's not basic. Which materials? Paint conservation type of things. Like a lot of beginning collectors don't really know a lot about conservation, and they would love to ask or be able to ask an artist who has been busy with that for 15, 20, 25, 30 years what they think of those things. And so offering your service there for free, that is coming in with value. That's a good type of prospecting, a good type of thinking, where you try to bring value in order to connect. And so those types of mindsets will, with a lot of work, I'm telling you, the prospecting game is a lot of work. But with a lot of work, you will be able to get there. And you also have to see this whole process as a offline or online, but also offline type of aspect that is integrated in it. When I said that you have to search for galleries, first of all, in the districts, the cities close by to you that have an art scene, that was for a reason. That was for a reason, because when you are going to like and comment on those profiles, on those art collector profiles, inevitably they will see that in their notification. And sometimes when they're bored, like everybody sometimes is bored, they will click on your profile and check your art out and see your face right there, your face, and they will remember it. And 2 days later, when you are at the opening in real life, offline, they will, I saw this. I've seen this person before. I checked the Instagram page out, and some of those people will then say hi to you. Hey, I saw your Instagram page. Thanks for the comments or likes or whatever that you've done over time. Nice to meet you in person. Whatever they will say, like I don't know what they will say, of course, but the point being, this online interaction will have an impact in your offline game. People will suddenly start to recognize you, the right type of people. That's what you want, of course. That's what you want when you're going to openings. You want to connect with the people over there. And so if you need help with prospecting or finding collectors or anything, just contact me on Instagram. I can definitely help you. I'm pretty good at prospecting myself. And also comment. I comment right now underneath this video, because then I can see your profile picture, and you never know that we meet each other in some kind of opening and become best friends, or even better, lovers, and get married and all of that stuff. And if you don't want to comment, which I understand, because nobody really wants to be my lover or my best friend for that matter, then at least check out one of the following 2 videos. 7 Instagram tips for artists on how to grow on Instagram or how to sell your art on Instagram. Those 2 are going to be completely in line with this video, in line with what you want right now. And see each other again soon, Subscribe. Ciao, ciao.